how trauma causes me or you or people to split into parts of themselves. Sometimes it feels like they are different people, two people in one. Maybe one part knows what's right, but another part does the exact opposite. Sometimes I ask myself, why do I say that? I know you do it too. Why do I feel like two different people? Or why can't I just stop, even though I know better? Okay? All right, so let's get into it. Welcome to Trauma Talks. Okay, but let me tell you this, you guys. You are not broken. You are not crazy, and you do not lack willpower. Okay, what is really actually happening is a really smart way your brain is trying to help you survive, because the brain is so brilliant, you guys. So when you go through something really hard, especially if it happens more than once, if it's about your feelings or relationships, or if it's you can't escape, things that you can't escape, it puts your brain in a really tough spot. Your brain asks, how do I get through this without losing myself? Okay, how do I manage this? Okay, so the brain comes up with this brilliant way to do it. If the pain is too much for you to handle, your brain finds another way. Instead of facing it all at once, guess what? It separates it into parts, into separate pieces. Okay, so this is how parts of me get created inside. My mind makes little groups or parts that each hold different parts of that trauma. One might hold a memory, another might carry a feeling, another might believe something about me or the world. There are parts, they're all parts that protect me. They hide the pain, or they carry the old hurt. Yes, you guys, okay? So this happens a lot if the tough stuff is in, that happened to you in childhood, okay? Because of that, as a kid, I'm still trying to figure out who I am, how to feel, and how to feel safe. So that's why it's doing that. Imagine if the person I love and need so often is also the person who hurt me. That's very confusing and impossible to solve for a child. So guess what? Your brain keeps different pieces of the experience in different parts of you. Yes. Okay, so thank you guys for joining me. Okay, these parts don't have special names, you guys. They show up as patterns in your life and your relationships. I might have a protected part that shuts people out and gets angry fast. A people-pleasing part might always say yes and never want to let anyone down. A numb part might feel nothing at all. It just goes blank, okay, when things get really hard. A high functioning part tries to keep me doing everything perfect and hides that I'm struggling, secretly. And then there's a wounded part, the most difficult part, deep inside. They feel scared and sad and alone and in a lot of pain. All these parts are trying to help you. They're trying to help you. They were created to help you handle things you could not escape. The problem is what helped you survive back then can make it even harder for you now. Okay, so this is how sometimes you've split. Okay, part of you wants love, but another part pushes it away. Part of you wants to relax, but another part keeps you, really busy and overwhelmed. Part of you may know you're safe, but another part of you is terrified and scared and feeling anxious. This isn't confusion. This is just leftover ways your brain is trying to protect you, okay? So trauma changes not just your feelings, but how your brain stores memories. Okay, instead of one story, my brain puts them in different boxes. Yes, thinking, feeling, body sensations, and survival actions, so I can know I'm safe, but still feel upset on the inside, okay? All right, so having these parts doesn't mean I have a mental disorder. Many people have been through tough things, okay? Have parts inside. It's normal, you guys, and it happens on a scale. Some people have more, some people have less, okay? So Healing isn't about erasing these parts, okay? All right, it's about consolidating them. It's about learning how to help them work together, come together. This means the parts learn to talk to each other and to stop fighting and feel safe and re-merge together. Then you feel whole again, brave, calm, and kind to yourself, most important. And instead of asking, what's wrong with me, I can start to ask, what happened to me? And how did I survive? Okay, so here's what matters, you guys. Every part of me, every part of you, even the ones you don't like, we're trying to protect you, okay? Even if there's a part that ruins my relationships or overworks or pushes people away, it's not your enemy. It's just a protector that learned to help you in a tough time, okay? So if I feel like different parts are pulling me in all kinds of directions, okay, I can pause for a minute and remember, okay? You can use self-empathy exercises I teach you here. This doesn't mean I am broken, okay? You can say that to yourself. It means my mind worked hard to help me carry things that were too big or too heavy to carry at the time. And the good news is that what was divided can be brought back together again with patience and self-kindness and self-empathy, most important. I don't have to fight with myself. I can learn to listen and understand myself one gentle step at a time. Yes, okay? So if you want, you can learn more about this, okay? And how I help people heal this type of disassociated trauma, okay? This type of, trauma. So if you want to learn more about that, what we do here at Trauma Talks, okay? Why don't you give me a call, all right? I'm going to leave a link in the bio, okay?